Hello, this is April 9th. It is 2021 at the University of Minnesota Shotokan Karate Club. This is our spring break training time. It's the last one, I think, till Monday, when this class is starting on Monday? Yeah. All right, then. So we'll probably have more people starting next week. This class is being recorded so that you can train asynchronously whenever you want, so please follow along. Thank you. Bye now. And pick up one foot, go around with your ankle and toes, switch, other foot, other way, feet down, around the knees, switch, feet apart, around the hips, switch. Use your legs, pump your arms around. Oh. Switch. Cross. Twist and bump. I want to start with a kata. We'll go slowly. Keep your heels up a little bit. So the first kata we're going to start with is Sanchin. It uses a Sanchin stance. I do not know if you've done this before, but maybe you did. You start with your heels in and your toes out. You pivot on the balls of your feet so your knees are in. And then you move one foot up so it's on the same line as your toe. So it's called an hourglass stance. It's wide and narrow, and then your arms will be wide. So big, little, big. Little bit. Yep. Now, your back foot's turned in too far. You're very flexible, that's nice. And then don't squeeze your knees this way. It's like they go forward. You just turn your feet enough that they come towards each other. Yeah, that's close enough. And when you move forward, your foot goes in and out that way. That foot was already forward, but then you take a step. Yep, step. Perfect! Here we go. Sanchin. Out. Kata. Sanchin. Boy, do this. Spin on the balls of your feet and do a double downward block like this. One. Take a step forward with your left foot, do a double inside block like this. Two. Pull your right hand back. One. Punch. Two. Block. Three. Take a step. One. Two. Three. Take a step. One. Two. Three. Now you're going to turn and do an inside block. Tiny little stance like this. One. Nope, you got to turn that way, turn forward. Yep, and then you do your left. Two. Three. You're going to turn again. One. Two. Three. Now backwards. You're going to pick your hands up like this. Use that to pick up your center and your foot. You go inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice. There you go, that's the whole thing. We're doing these to warm up, so anytime we stand up, Roll out whatever you want. Let's turn and face this way. The camera will see us different, and now you'll have a mirror on the front and on the side. Out. Sanchin. Boy. Spin in the balls of your feet. 1. Left leg forward. 2. Double inside leg. Your elbows are in and your hands are up. Pull your right hand back. 1, 2, 3. Take a step. 1, 2, 3. Take a step. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to turn. 1, 2, 3. Do the exact same turn. Turn. Left hip. 1. Well, that's actually 2. 3. Step backwards and inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And there you go. Check it out. Let's try it again, facing this way. Let's back up towards me a little bit. All right, right now, try to take a big inhale and a big exhale on each move. Eventually, it'll be a little different, but you should start breathing. It's kind of an important part of the kata. Out. Sanchin. Boy. Sit on the balls of your feet. Double downward block. 1. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Pull your right hand back. 1. Exhale. Take a breath. 2. Exhale. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Step. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. Take a step. 1. 2. 3. Turning. 1. 2. 3. Turning. 1. 2. 3. Backward. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 1. First. Straight legs. Stretch a little, however you want. Now we are going to do Sanchin Nidan. Almost like this, but different. Think about this for a moment. We are going to start, we'll do it the same way. Start this way, then this way, then this way. Facing this way. So, some people, this is a very old kata, it's in many different styles. Some people say it has no application, it's only breathing, it's only an exercise. I don't believe that, I think it does have an application. So if somebody throws a punch at you, and you only got boom, yeah. I mean, come on, how hard is that? 1, 2, 3, hit it again. So that's pretty much all it is just cover. If his face is in the way, then you come across his face, and then you hit him. So those people that say it doesn't have an application do not have an imagination, in my opinion. And 2 very respected instructors both told me it doesn't have an application. Let's move up a little bit again. Keep on. You get to go and back. Up, down. Up. And up. Now we're doing Sanchin Nidan. Out. Got that? Boy. Starts almost the same, but you skip the double downward block and you step forward with your left arm, left leg, and block this way. 1. Pull. 2. 3. 4. Take a step. 1, 2, exhale. 3, exhale. Take a step. 1, exhale. 2, 3. Going to turn and do this again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now it's different than the other one. You're going to cover your face with your right hand, step forward and do this. So you go 1, around and in. And your left hand covers your face. 2, 3. Turn this way. 1, 2, 3. Nice. See how it's almost the same? It's almost the same. It's supposed to be the same. Turn the face this way. Any questions? People look if they have questions. No? Alright. Sanchin Nidan. Boy. Left leg forward. 1. Pull. 1, 2, 3. Take a step. 1. Exhale. 2, 3. Take a step. 1, 2, 3. Turning. 1, 2, 3. Use your right hand to block your face. 1, and straight. Left hand. 2, 3. Turning. 1, 2, 3. Right? Next. Well, this is working. It's warming up my legs. So, even when you just do your hands, pretend like your center and your legs are doing it. So I pull my hand with my center of my leg and it goes pull. And then I push. Push. Then I twist. Inside, there's always your body doing the work, even if you can't see it. Turn the fist this way. Out. Sanchin Nidan last time. Kata. Forward. Left leg forward. 1. Pull your leg. 2. Push your leg. 3. You found your senses too long. Pull way back. Way back. Keep going. Keep going. Take a step. Step. Too long. 1, 2, 3. Take a step. 1, 2, 3. Turning. 1, 2, 3. Big circle with your right. 1, 2, 3. Turning. 1, 2, 3. Hey! I wish I got the legs again. All right, next in line, when I'm doing these on my own, which is how we started, I do another inside tension stance. So our basic stance is this way, or external. You're pushing out. This is an internal pressure stance, much more squeezing in. You still push out against your feet, but it's just a different category. So now we're going to do hangets. And the way I do that is it's like Sanchin, only big. So I don't change a whole lot. Some people don't do it this way at all. They do a front stance with a front foot turned in, which is totally acceptable and is actually the more original way to do it. But since I spent 40 years learning this, that's what I do. You can always switch. Let's turn and face this way again. The other thing it has in common is it's almost all in slow motion, so easier to follow. On get. Boy. Left arm and left leg move, you do an inside block. On, in, out. 2, twist. On, in, out. 2. On, in, out. 2. Then these fingers, actually do this with your hands, it's a better thing. You're going to hit with your thumb knuckle against here. 1. And then this one. 2. And this way. 3. Bridge hand. 4. You're going to turn and put your right hand out like this. 1. That's not your right hand before. Then you reach with your feet. 2. 1. 2. 1, 2. Inside block, double punch. 1, 2, 3. Now behind you. 1, 2, 3. Little mirror. 1, 2, 3. Pick up this foot. 1. Land in a back stance. Crossing over. 2. Pull and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 2, pull and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Crescent kick, punch move. 1, 2, 3. Up. Alright. Very good. So, this kata is different in that it's mostly slow motion, mostly emphasized on breathing and expansion, contraction. But this, I have throughout my karate career, I was plagued with excess tension, and the harder I would try, the slower I would go. This taught me to go quick. It taught me to relax. So you get complete contraction, release. Contraction. It's so fast, it still goes boom, boom. It's just the same, it's just fast. But going slow makes you concentrate on that, going slowly. So, I sometimes do other kata or other combinations in super slow motion to teach myself and teach others how to move. Really easy to gloss over if you go quick. Here we go, turn to face this way. Out. Kata name is hung. Yes. Boy, technically means half moon or crescent moon because of the crescent where your feet make on the ground. 1, in, out. This is another stance. Wide, narrow, wide. So 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. Pull it. 1. 2. 1. 2. Turning with your right hand up. 1. 2. Take a step forward. 1. 2. 1. 2. Inside block double punch. 1, 2, 3. Now shift. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pick your back foot up. 1. Land in the back stance. Crossing over. 2. Pull and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 2. Pull and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Crescent kick, punch run. 1, 2, 3. Right. Fast. Last time, facing the mirrors. Back up towards me again. Especially the camera I'm recording with, it's got catching the back half of the ball. I'm very disappointed that it takes a much more narrow view than the tablet. Anyway, now, hung good. Left leg forward. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Turn and put your right hand up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Inside block double punch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Crossing over. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Pressing hip, punch groin. 1, 2, 3. That's. Hey. All right. Good job, everybody. So instead of the whole 2 hours, I'm thinking we go a little bit past 7, and then call it a day. It's Friday, break time. I know you're all day up. You want to stay and make us all work? We will. We'll stay and do extra stuff. I want you to feel like you're getting a fair share. Heian Shodan. Out. Good. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. Out. Out. Move over this way a little bit. Out. And so down. Shut up. Away. 1, 2. Push. You got it. 1, 2, 3. 1. Head up. 1, 2, 3. Stronger grip. Pull it into your spine. Grab it. Squeeze it. Twist it. Pull. So I get moving. Pull. 1, 2. Nice. We go up. 1. How many times do you have to do this? 2. 1. This gives your whole torso strength. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Up, don't let it go to your head. 1, two. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey. You're doing an awesome job of following along. Keep that up. Heian Yondan again. Out. Kata. Hoi. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good back stance. Turn pressure out your front leg. Make sure your front foot's straighter. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, turn. 2. Back stance, back stance, back stance. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're crooked this way. Yep. Now fix your front foot so it points straight. Right. I rest. Pretty good. Your last two back stances were both crooked. And maybe that's because. So you went here, 1, 2, and you were crooked this way. And then 3, and you were crooked the same way. So you need to figure out straight up and down. Your kata's coming along pretty good though. I mean, the usual stuff. Keep your shoulders down.
I think the one thing I need to tell myself is put the pressure to swipe the leg too.
Yep, good idea. Alrighty. Heian Shodan. Out. Kata. Shodan. Boy. Ein. Turn your hips sideways. Put your right arm in. Step a little wider. Heel. Have you handled this? Pull it back further. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Pretend I'm here all the time. 1, 2. Be a little deeper, like 3 inches. Yep. 1. Wider. 2. 1. Make sure your hips are sideways. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. This one's longer. Yep. Yep. Alright. Your stances are coming along good. You can see the front stance is different than the back stance. That's great. Sometimes you're just a little too conservative. You could be a little more committed to the position. I think this floor is very sticky though, so just be careful. I think this is a difficult floor right now to work on. Bassai Dai. do your one, two, inside block. No, just jog. Stand up. 3. Okay, 3. 1. Tall. 1, 2. Relax your shoulders, pull down your stomach. 1, 2. 1, 2. Tall. 3, 4. 1. Reach your legs. 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Push. 2. 1. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 3. 1, 2. 3. 1, 2. 1. 2. 1. Turn it down. 2. 80. Up. Right. Good job. How'd that go?
That's harder.
Very good. Bassai Dai. Out. Tap. One. 1. Shoulder. Down in your mind. Hey, go back. Again. Heavy in your legs. From the center. 1. From your center. What's his arm doing? Squeeze it in there. 1. 2. What are we doing? 1. 2. 1, 2. 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Down your leg. Right side more. 3, 4. Good instinct though. 1. And heel. 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3. 1. Twist your hip. Twist it. 2. 1. Shoulder. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 3. 1, 2. 3. 1, 2. 1. Right up. 2. that was one of the best last blocks you've ever done in the full kata. Because usually the whole rest of the kata is good, and that's like, that was a good solid boom, boom. Just fine. Heian Shodan. Out. Step. Boy. One. Move over. Then. Two. Nice. One. Over. Push your head sideways. You. Over. Three. One. One. Two. Three. Just a little more twist, a little tiny. And of course, one. Two. One. Two. One. One. Two, three. One. Two. One. Two. A little longer. Hey. I gotta say, all those stances were better. Longer, stronger. Good job. Well, Kata, what would you like to do? Nijushiho. Out. Kata. Boy. One. Two. Three. One. Two. Up. One. Two. One, two. Three. Careful. One, two. Three. One, two. One. Two. Over. 8, 4, 5. 1. get a leg to that foot. 1, 2, 3. It's not like I didn't know what was coming next. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. As long as your body weight goes down, occasionally it floats to just the side. So make sure that your body hits 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1. Like that 1 count, eh? 2. Hey. Rest. What do you like for the first move? What do you do? I just feel like it's like a punch. Catch it. Yeah, it's all right. I try, he's throwing the punch, and this is my block. And then that's basically the same thing you're talking about. And then either you drill here or you drill here, depending on what's available. And then this is a possibility, although it's a little weird. I'm not also happy with this, although it's painful. It's like, well, why? What do you do there? Maybe sure, yeah. This one. And that's just bringing the feet up. I like it. Did I get you? Well, his bag really rocks it. Well, what if you're not attacked by a bag? No, I get it. I would question the direction. So here's the thing, is they always teach this as lifting, right? But so far you and I think that there's not very many good things to do with that. But bringing your feet in is absolutely a legitimate shot. And it can go that way, it can go that way, it can be your forearm. Ready? So the first time, I don't know if anybody cares, I was always perplexed by this bringing your feet together or pulling your back foot up. It's like, why? There seems to be other options. And if you have some distance, there is. So this is from Heian Yondan, although it could also be Bassai Dai. If there's room, yeah, shift your front foot in there. But when I had people like this, and you're right on top of the guy, the only way to bring power was to slide that back foot up. That's all there was. And it made so much more difference than I thought. I didn't think it would, but it does. So, you're saying, like that. It's good? You did it really good. Why don't we do all the rest of the moves like that then? So what I want to point out, why don't you start again? So, wherever you are. Yep. When he moves, his whole torso is perfectly straight, and his foot and his elbow match. So when he hits, it's solid like a rock. If he had wavered just a little bit when he gets there, it wouldn't be the same. And technically, this Kata is full of that, because you also have to do it here. It's a little shift, but as long as you stay perfectly straight, it gets really hard.
Well, you know, I think the elbow straight in, but I think sometimes the body comes out, so you get a little bit.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. So, there was a seminar, just put one leg in front, where Smithy was talking. Smithy is an application expert from Iowa, that punching straight into the body, forehead, has very little effect. More effect is up or down and at a 45-degree angle. And right after he taught that, Toru taught a Goju Kata. And he said they do the same thing in a very brilliant way. Instead of being down here, they will lift. Boom. That's got that 45 inherent in it. So you're getting that lift at the same time. It penetrates more. I like it. So the more I think about it now, if I've got this guy's arm, and he's over here because I pulled him down, that's a primary target. So if I stab him and lift, that's got to hurt, huh? Yeah. That's so sharp in there. And if it was his neck or throat, it worked just as good. But this is way more vulnerable than people think right there.
Yeah. And I don't know about all this lifting and armor.
Yeah. You convinced me just now. The only thing I still like for my part is this is your initial block.
Yeah.
And then after that, do whatever you want. Because people skip that.
Yeah.
So what they usually teach, you're just going to do a pressing, you're there. And they have a guy do a step and punch, and you're going to do a pressing block with your left hand. That's the whole thing. That's what they say. That's what's in the pictures. But he doesn't have an advantage here. And the same time he can punch, I can punch. I mean, we're equal, plus I'm moving forward. It gives me an advantage. If we change it to where he's using both hands to grab my arm, now he's got something that I'm off balance, which is what it's not. So, good idea. Good idea. Could also easily be done from, say, I'm coming up here where you're going to, and he's going to re-grab and pull me back. So,
The only thing I don't like is getting this hand to the other side of it.
If it's smaller than you think, though. So, historically, people carried swords here. He draws it with his hand. So people go, no, you don't. This is a starting position for a lot of stuff, even though people say, now why would somebody grab your wrist? Because they don't want you to pull that sword out of there. That's why. So then he needs a response to the twist. Twist and pull back here. Like that home. See, so that was pretty easy for that. Yeah. So that little pull, it helps. So all the kata, this way, they maybe started that way. In your kata, I went to a seminar where the guy taught somebody grabs your hand with both hands. And then you grab it. This is a real self-defense thing, especially for women. You grab your own fist, pick this up, kick the guy, and then come back and hit him. That makes perfect sense. And somebody said, why would somebody grab with both hands? He said, come here. So he goes up and he grabs the guy by the balls, and both of his hands went like that. If I just pretend, if I just poke at him, he tends to block or move. But if you grab a guy, both hands go like that. So now you need to start. And what makes this more possible, more credible, is in the West, we have the Marcus of Queensberry rules where everything's got to be from above the belt. Anything below the belt is dirty fighting. The Okinawans didn't have that. This was primary. Groin, inner thigh, legs, knees, primary. So much so that when Funakoshi was in his 70s, he got off a train after the war, and this guy tried to attack him. And he said there were holes all over his stance, meaning he could have kicked him or punched him or done whatever he wanted to. And the thing he chose to do, after 60 years of training, was to step behind the guy and grab his balls. And stand like this. And the guy's on his phone and goes like that. Going, ow, ow! He said, I felt bad. It seemed to cause him considerable pain. But he just held him there until the cops came. So, he wasn't in front of him. He didn't have to hit him. He just stepped behind him and held him. So, Think about it, of all the techniques you have from a lifetime of training, that was his go-to. It had to be one of the first things he learned. That's why people revert under stress to the first things they learned, or the thing they do most often. So, and just so you know, I did not actually grab the testicles right there. I simulated it by making a fist and lifting in between his legs, which is really uncomfortable. But it'd be way worse if I was grabbing balls. But at the seminar, the guy grabbed the kid's balls. Whoa! Ah! And you can tell somebody 10 times, no, every time I hit here, it's going to hurt you. It's really going to knock you down. And the one time you go, whack! Oh, I get it now. I mean, sometimes one demonstration is worth explaining it over and over again. So, in your case, you're here because you grabbed me, and I went, no, you don't. And then you're stuck here. So you grab your own fist, and then you pick it up, me, up, there you go, and then step forward. So probably you trap my hand so I can't let go. So we're here, grab, pick it up, and now slide your hand up, slide forward. Yep. And that knuckle will go here. So, again, I told him, but if I do this, it's like, oh, I get it. And if it's one hand, just this one, that's uncomfortable. If it's both hands, it's like, holy crap, where do I go? I don't have any room to move. Bassai Dai, I think, is a similar idea. Somebody's grabbed your hand both. Well, start with one. Just do this one. I chop it to hold it and to loosen it. Pull you off balance and swing. You can feel that little snap there. If it's both hands, now you've got no place to go. Your hands trap themselves, and it'll break your wrists. That moves go like this. And so people don't know what stuff like that's for. And in this particular instance, left leg forward, downward block. Back up. A little more. They say, if somebody's going to step and punch, one, I'm doing that. And I leave them there, and they do it. I mean, they have silly explanations. Because my theory is, when this was taught in private, between just me and him, or maybe 3 of you, I would teach you the pressure point, the angle, the direction, but when it became public, where everybody was doing it, it became exercise. Everybody do this. Everybody do this. They didn't tell them why. It's just exercise. So all the applications got lost, and then they said, well, what's this for? And they started to make stuff up. I don't know. Looks like a block. It's a block. I mean, so in your case, it has to be, I'm going to step and punch with my left hand. You're going to go 1, step forward. Do you move? Yep. That's what they tell you. What if I punch with this hand? What if I don't punch 3 feet away? What if, I mean, it's just a silly idea. So, don't immediately dismiss stuff that seems silly. But some stuff that seems silly is actually very clever. You just have to work at it for a while till you get it. But after you work at it for a while, it's really worth saying, why do you do this? Why is it like that? I mean, think about it. Why is it like this? Why is my hand like this and not like this, or like this, or why? They should have a reason. It should be explained it to you. And most people don't. So don't push them too hard, they'll get upset. Anyway, Heian Shodan. Out. Kata. Hold on just a second. I think I'm past my time on my phone. And it starts to record. There we go. Heian Shodan. Kata. Boy. Get back. 1, 2. Better for me. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Shoulders down. 1, 2. Can you feel the good ones when they hit like that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shoulders down, head up, body spinning. Up. Alright, good job. Heian Yondan. Out. Kata. Oi. 1. Back stance, way back. Elbow up higher. 2. 1. Twist. 2. 1, 2. Shoulders down, head up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3, 4. This side has to help. Cool. Go in. Your arm. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. You come up a little too much, Noel. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Time, right? Alright. Bassai Dai. Out. Kata. Right. 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Head. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Downward lunges. 1. Body weight. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. Not good. 1, 2. 1, 2. 80. I'm exhausted. So on these, you just hold it like that and watch it so I don't hit your head. I won't, but this part, body weight. almost everything. You had good shot, good direction, good hit. And it's kind of fun to, to think about it. It's fun. Nijushiho. Out. Yeah. One. Two. Three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna do the kick, not the back. You're gonna punch back. 1, 2. Try to get that way. 1, 2, body, shoulders. Just do it. Almost. Go down, like it's nothing. Better. 2. 1, 2. That's right. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. 1. Shoulders. Again. 1. Still. Body. 2. I forgot that. 3. 1. So that time it wasn't up, it was just tense before the rest of it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. There. Pretty cool. So even though you've hit many things, I think there's a lot of things in this kata where I just never thought about it before. Like, oh yeah, I guess you do that. I mean, I do that when I do this. So I was like, oh wait, I don't think I ever did this before. This though, kind of hold it high. Yeah, that's cool. And it's related to your first technique. And then this and this are also kind of body. Uh-oh.
You think it should be more straight in than up then?
Which ones? No, because he threw a punch at me and I covered it. This is pulling down. Then I grab here and bury that sucker. And then smash down either his arm or his head. So, one guy that came and taught, he kept each of these as blocks. And I'm like, but that doesn't make any sense. If he's right here, he's right there. Why would you?
I've seen that where they do this.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not saying that's not a thing. But if you step in like this, it's an elbow strike. It can obviously be something else. But he kept having the guy punch with this hand. And then punch with that hand. And then punch with that hand. I was like, really? It just feels so goofy. Where mine destroys the guy. So it takes away his structural stability, his vital point, buries that punch. That can be a throw on the ground, or a strike. Interesting though, I'm seeing themes of this kata that isn't over there. So, this is pulling them off. That's a little bit of rising. That's a little bit more of rising. All of these are rising. Down, down. Yeah? Interesting, don't you think? So I think you already know this, that the first one of these, after this, you know, 1, 2, so many people wind up, and like, no, he's right there. Just when he punches, cover it. There's no wind up to it, and then roll. Boom. So. Your own kata, one time through with good spirit, and then we're done. You're doing Heian Shodan. Out. Kata. If you make a mistake, keep going with you meant to do it that. Much too long. Yep. So between the repetitions, because we did a lot, and being pulled on with the belt and hitting things, you all got sharper, stronger, better technique. So I think that's cool. I mean, it helps figure it out. So even on your last technique here, where you went like this, when you hit something, you bounce off it. And on this last one, you were rock solid. It's just a little tiny inside chain. So, I think lots of karate's that way. You get into a position, you're just gonna stand there, and you think, I got it! And he leans against you, and you don't got much of anything. It's just, and so I keep the same position, and just a little poking out, and just a little change. And you gotta penetrate, pop, pop, pop. So, it's really hard to judge from pictures or even to watch video. It's so much better in person to see it, feel it, test it a little bit. Because some people are really good at faking. It's like, hey, that's not bad. Whoa, you touch them and they fall over. So it takes a practiced eye to start to see who's internally connected and who's not. And I would have to say the people that really, really do a lot of competition, or maybe the dojo, that's all they train for, all they do is copy stuff. They don't actually have to be good, they just have to look good. And so they skip the part where they have to learn the inside stuff. Nijushiho hated that. That was one of his biggest things. Trying to teach people to see what are they actually doing on the inside. He had all kinds of stories about that, but he is correct. And it's really hard to teach people how to see it. So anyway, informal bow, show me, right? Let the guy, right? Here's Bassai Dai. Bassai Dai. Okay, see everybody Monday. 6 o'clock.
On Monday, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.